Hi everyone, welcome back to the Elden Ring 100% walkthrough, where we're playing as a Strength Faith build. We are at the secluded cell, Grace, and we are here to take on Godrick the Grafted. I've gotten my Claymore up to +7, uh, and then we are wearing Erdtree's Favor and Radagon's Scar Seal. Let's see, and I wanted to change up my flask a little bit here, because I want to give us the one for damage negation hit. So right now we have strength and stamina. Well, you know what? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. Alright. So I do not remember this guy's moveset very well. Oh no, I forgot to buff. Oh no. Okay. I completely forgot to buff.
Mighty dragon, thou the true born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred.
Well, I guess we'll at least pop our
Deliver
flask.
me unto
Oops.
greater heights. Well. Lowly tarnished. Plain as a lord. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Oh my god, I went the wrong way. Oh, I didn't know he did that. I remember this. It's like 3 swirls, and then he lands. Yeah. Got a stun on him. We're just gonna heal up. I think we outleveled this by a little bit. But I mean, that's what happens when you are doing a 100% walkthrough, because you explore everywhere. So you're a little higher level. I don't even have the buffs that I should have.
Lend me thy strength.
So he's gonna shoot flame here, which you can just run in at the start of this phase. Or that's my memory at least, is you can just run right in. Let's just run, and you end up close enough that you don't get hit. God, he's just so weak. For that combo, like I got up a complete L2, R2, L2, and failing thrust combo on him. You barely have to hit him again to like break his posture after that.
Bathed in rays of gold.
And that gets you the Shard Bearer Godrick trophy and your first great rune. There really isn't a lot to say strategy-wise with these bosses, because we're approaching them at a point where they're just kind of trivialized by our level. So if you come over here, this is kind of hilarious.
What a pathetic excuse for a lord you were. craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that.
I'm
And
not
after
sure
all
which
that
part of his body
grafting,
that
where
is,
did that
that
get
he's
you?
stomping on it.
Look down on me, would ya?
All the
Godrick,
messages.
you filthy
Behold, friend.
slug. Feel it. Feel it. Oh,
And he's just
hello
like,
there.
oh.
This weasel was... Godrick was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
And he'll be here acting as a merchant for a while. So you just kind of leave him here. So we're going to come back. Well, we'll go ahead and open the store. I'm not going to go into Liurnia just yet. We're going to do some things in Round Table Hold, and then we'll head through. So back to Round Table Hold we go. And there's going to be a new room that's open right here. Look at that. You get the rapture gesture for touching these disgusting things. And now here's like the mother of all the finger crones.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya, the finger reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order.
She's looking up at them, and they moved significantly. I wish I had panned my camera over so you could have seen it.
Of all joy, until it was shattered. The tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabated. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you. Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer.
Don't worry, I'm not.
Great runes are the stuff of demigods, the children of the goddess, Queen Marika. She who is vessel of the Elden Ring, tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord, and so grace was extended to your kind, the tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak. speak.
The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left.
Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godrick the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted.
So the remembrance is, you have two choices. As a reminder, you can bring down those mausoleums, which we didn't do yet, but if you do that, you can actually clone the remembrance, and then you can spend it twice. You can also just consume them for runes. I don't recommend doing that, though. Pick something, right, or hold on to them. So, this is actually strength faith, this thing, but yeah, it's not really... nothing is interesting to me out of these
Now go
for this build.
forth, let the words of the fingers guide you.
Okay, so from here, we just got kind of a lot of talking to do. If you come out here, let's see, over here, Sorcerer Rajier is now here.
Ah, we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move.
We saw that he got impaled.
What do you need? Ah, you defeated Godrick and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
So, this has Ash of War Glintblade Phalanx on it, so you can actually take it off the rapier if you want. Put it on your own weapon.
I've no use for it anymore. The misshapen corpse under Stormvale, that is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to right, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary. Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person, and if they were like you, all the better.
So we already got all this stuff. Alright, so down here, look at those bloodstains, is an invader that we need to fight. They can be kind of tough, but I think we're okay at our level. You need to allow him to bow so that you can get the reverential bow gesture from him. So don't hit him initially. You gotta wait. So we're gonna go ahead and try it. I think you're good for a minute here. And now he will bow. So see that bow? And now you get reverential bow. And now you can fight him. He's really vulnerable to this thrust. Impaling thrust for the win. Gets you Taunter's Tongue. Now, don't actually leave. You can't go this way, but you can go this way. Wow, that was easy. We could have done that earlier, probably. And right here is the Cipher Pata, which is a faith, pure faith weapon. Wonder what someone wrote here on the bed. Don't give up. Why would I give up? We were just hugely successful. Alright, so we're gonna come over here. Now we can talk to Nephili has moved to Roundtable Hold. I don't think he has anything.
To tell me she's a servant. Yeah. She's been my companion.
Alright, we can talk to Fia actually. So let's come back and do Fia last. Oh, I thought... Oh yeah, Nephili is in a different place at first and then moves down here. I'm also comfortable using keys. We've bought enough to unlock this stuff and collect it. If you don't care about this, just don't bother. It's an Assassin's Prayer book and a crossbow. Okay. I think she might, maybe she's like in his study. Well, we'll do Fia next.
I am pleased. Would you like me? Now. You are so very warm. My dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so.
So you get a knife print clue.
Right to give this to him.
It's to a catacombs in Liurnia.
In the round table hold. Perhaps you could make use of it?
Alright, and from here, we've still got Gideon and Nephili to talk to. Make sure to use this. Oh, why can't I use it? I haven't been like... Huh. Not sure why I can't use that. I'll maybe try again in a minute. So I'm gonna go over this way. He still won't talk to us.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a Tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be
all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the shard bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godrick the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth, the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you? So, Godrick the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool, grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already.
Yeah, I killed him.
General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east, and now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid, though I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore. Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven. Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait. The Academy of Rhea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy, but Renala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort. The Great Rune dwells within the Amber Egg that was Radagon's gift to her.
Not sure we can't talk.
What?
We can't talk to him about Nephili. Maybe I have to like talk to her first. So let's do that.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the Round Table. Nephili Lu. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godrick's grafting grounds. You were the one to defeat him, I would hazard. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
And it raises your equipment load.
Ah, yes. I
Talisman.
wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while.
So now we can talk to him about Nephili.
Well, what is it? I understand you've been speaking to Nephili. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
She's gonna move downstairs under Fia's room.
It's about time I headed off.
Or under Hugh.
I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
Oh, I guess, yeah, she leaves first, because she's in Liurnia. Spoilers! Alright. And now we can actually go back to Stormvale. Actually, there's a couple things we want to do. If we go back to the Rampart Tower and take the lift down, and go back to where the Chrysalid Memento was, we can pick up a red hood. So that involves going this way. Bring this lift back up. Now when you get a great rune, you have to pop something called a rune arc, of which we don't have very many right now. And you have to empower the rune by taking it to a divine tower. Oh, I do not have the shield equipped. Alright, so Crimson Hood. So yeah, so what you have to do is, before we can use Godrick's rune, we have to go to the Divine Tower here. So we can get the Goldrake Talisman here, which is, I think, lightning damage. Yeah, it protects you from lightning. Now there are giants that are guarding this area. They are very, very vulnerable to our particular combo. Oh. These are chest giants. Oh, getting hit by the arrow guy. There's a third giant there. There's a guy shooting a bow. You can actually kind of run to these pillars. Let's see. You'll miss. You put them there for you to use. Do not take this portal yet. Instead, you want to jump down. This is sneaky. People tend to not even find that. Just to show what it is. Slightly reduces FP cost of skills, so it's similar to the one we found for Faith. I think we found the one for incantations. Totally get back up here. Can't remember. Yeah, a lot of people, don't know. They just take the teleporter and then don't ever. Okay, and now from here, get in the teleporter. It's just going to port us across there. Let's make sure, yeah, we can mount. I love the art style of these towers, they're so beautiful. Why do you see the elevator? It's just spectacular stuff. This game is just so pretty. marks yet. Yeah, we don't. I feel like we could level up again. So you head over here. That makes our Great Rune work again. And you get the Great Rune trophy. So another trophy down. Alright, and then from here, go back to the first step where White Mask Vare was. And he's left something for you. So he's telling us to meet him at the Rose Church. And you get the Bravo gesture, which you would miss if you actually found him at the Rose Church. This goes away. And with that, we are completely, this time for real, 100% done with Limgrave. We've done everything. So we are ready to move on to Liurnia, which we will do, that's by starting at Godrick the Grafted, and then we will move into Liurnia, and we will do that in the next episode, so it'll be a clean start into Liurnia. So, this is where we'll stop, so until next time.